From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Monitoring air quality is going to be a major priority for the health department in Butte. I'll tell you why coming up.
Well, happy Wednesday, Southwest Montana, 6:30. Chet Lehman, Matt Elwell with you here. That's our live shot.
Beautiful
it is
this
lovely
morning,
this
isn't
morning
it?
over there. And they stayed dry, unlike
They did.
virtually everywhere else in Southwest Montana.
Felt like that. Yeah. A lot of the showers falling east. I've got some rainfall totals. You won't want to miss those impressive numbers.
For sure.
East of the divide, especially. Daytime temperatures warm up nicely. It is crisp and cool this morning. Some patchy fog in several areas. Hey, you can actually see something a quarter mile out in West. It was 3 zeros on the line here not that long ago. Yeah, it was patchy fog this morning. By the way, today, May 4th.
May 4th.
So may the 4th be with you. Temperatures back into the 60s, a lot of sunshine. We'll talk about what this means as we go through the week. A big cool down on the way. Much more on that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:31. Yesterday was school trustee and bond elections around Southwest Montana and the Treasure State. We're continuing to update on that ticker along the bottom of our screen with those results, but we're going to highlight a couple of them for you right now in the newscast. We're going to start with Butte Silver Bow Elementary trustees. Your winners in that one, Kelly Milodragovich and Kathy Milodragovich, excuse me, and Kelly J. Lee with 33 and 30% of the vote there. That one, a final being called out of Butte for elementary trustees. That's the remaining several people running for the race in that one, and it was pick 2 of the several. Butte Silver Bow Elementary levy also passes with 64% of the vote, or about 4,100 votes in that one. Again, these are finals. You see the highlighted numbers there. For trustees in Bozeman, not final yet. Pick 2, Tanya Reinhardt with 36% of the vote. Lauren D. following up with 35% of the vote. Right now, those are your leaders with 95% of the votes in, but I would say pretty close. That would be your winners. The general fund levy for Bozeman High Schools also passing with 8,600 votes, or 57% of the votes for the general fund for the high school for Bozeman. Building reserve fund levy for Bozeman High School as well, passing 55% to 45%, gaining about 8,500 votes in that race. Tech fund levy for Bozeman High School also passing 60% to 40%, almost 9,200 voters saying yes to that one. Trustees in Belgrade, pick 3, your top 3 winners there, Steve Garvert, Holly Murray, and Brian Heck, with just 85% of the vote in this one. Is not a final. There were 6 candidates in the race for that one, and it was pick the top 3. So again, those first 3 that we just showing you, that again, of course, updated on our website and on the graphic at the bottom of our screen. In other races from yesterday, Belgrade site selection, an opportunity for the Belgrade schools to find another location for a school. That one passing fairly easily, 69% to 31%, 2,600 voters saying yes to that. Trustees in Three Forks saying yes to Christian Potts with 57% of the votes for that one. It was pick 1 of the 2. General fund levy in Three Forks also passing pretty easily, 63%, 646 voters there saying yes with 95% of the votes in. That was for a general fund levy for the Three Forks school system. In other headlines this morning, again, continuing to update that on our ticker at the bottom of the screen throughout the broadcast here and on our website, kbzk.kxlf.com. Meantime, 6:34, health officials in Butte want to be proactive when it comes to preparing people for hazardous air quality this coming wildfire season. MTN's John Amy tells us how they plan to do it.
With increased wildfires in Montana and around the country, air quality is becoming a major health issue. That's why health officials here in Butte want to be proactive in preparing people for the wildfire season.
It's going to be a public health issue that we're going to be facing, and most likely we're going to be facing it earlier in the year and just a longer season.
The Butte Health Department, along with the EPA, is putting together an informational plan that people will soon be able to access at airnow.gov to get updates on air quality, but also what they can do to protect themselves.
And the plan is actually how to set up a clean indoor airspace. And that's like using air purifiers, how to do it. Also just how to protect yourself when you're out.
With hotter, drier weather and drought, Wildfires have increased substantially in recent years, with more than 7 million acres burning nationally last year in wildfires. Over 900,000 acres burnt in Montana last year.
We can be affected by wildfires that are in other states and can cause us to have real poor air quality also.
I'm inside the air monitoring station that's located here in the Greeley neighborhood in Butte, and these are the machines that measure the amount of particulates that are in the air, which can be dangerous to people's health.
And that particulate will go deep into your lungs, into your respiratory system, and cause some very adverse health effects, especially to people who are like very young, the elderly.
In Butte, John Amey, MTN News.
For Kentucky working mother Kaylin Query, the monthly bill for childcare for her son is more than $800 a month.
It's a lot of money, you know, when you're talking about one parent paying for something, but it's, again, a necessity because I don't have the ability with what I do to keep him during the day.
Across the country, parents are not only feeling the rising costs of housing, feeding and clothing their children, but also the inflation bite of higher daycare bills.
We heard that it's not uncommon that childcare on a monthly basis exceeds mortgage payments. So a real challenge that so many families are having to address.
The advocacy group Childcare Aware says that in more than half the states, full-time care for an infant now costs more than college tuition. For single parents, the burden is especially heavy. The most expensive state for single parents was Massachusetts, with care for a 4-year-old taking up about half the median income. Michigan and New York followed.
Where's the money from your paycheck that's going to go into the gas to get you to and from work and to and from the daycare? Where's the money that's going to help you pay your bills? Where's the money that's going to help put food on the table?
Michigan mom Natasha Wilson says after covering daycare costs, there's not much left.
All of it's going to childcare.
A lack of workers is behind some of the inflationary pressures, causing daycare operators to raise prices. Around Tampa, St. Petersburg area, the labor shortage is forcing some agencies to take fewer children.
About 40% of our providers have a waiting list due to staffing shortages. So that represents about 300, 400 providers throughout Pinellas County.
In the Kansas City area, daycare owner Jessica Combs says inflation is being felt in her operating expenses.
I unfortunately just had to raise my rates a little bit because everything is just getting so costly. Like, we just got our utility bills and I was stunned at how much it has gone up since last year.
Combs cares for children in her home and says after paying her costs, she barely makes minimum wage.
I'm not actually getting rich by any means. I wish.
Natasha Wilson found it was actually less expensive to stay home than to work and send her kids to daycare.
How am I going to find a job that is going to be able to pay that and still pay my bills, worry about food, anything that my kids need, anything that the house needs? There's no way that I could swing that.
For families, staying home is not uncommon. That could mean less income and a disruption in the career of the wage earners, usually the women's.
When women step out of the workforce, we know that that is, one signal and one step that already starts to create the divide between pay between women and men. So that's where one step where it creates inequities in pay, especially when women want to re-enter the workforce.
Meg Hilling, Newsy.
All right, 6:39. Time for a quick break here on Montana This Morning.